You look terrible. I want you to eat. I want you to rest well, and a month from now, this Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
Too late. They start shooting in a week.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
The Godfather, the absolute Mac Daddy of the mob films. While it is, in fact, a subgenre of crime film, it is widely known and treated as the crime film, even though there were others that came before it. While I cannot make an offer you can't refuse, I can offer a deeper consideration into what makes The Godfather so prolific. Before we can even delve into how genre was stretched by Coppola's adaptation, it's necessary to contextualize the film into the genre it finds its roots in. In Daniel Chandler's Introduction to Genre Theory, he introduces another writer, Varda Langholz Leymore, who argues that the sense which viewers make of any single text depends on how it relates to the genre as a whole. By using Chandler's own general guidelines of analysis, we can see how film relates from a basic narrative sense to its genre characteristics. The Godfather presents linear narrative tropes commonly seen in filmmaking. We are offered a protagonist in Michael Corleone, while the antagonist exists in other families. Viewers experience conflict with the attacks on Sonny and Vito Corleone, climax with the murder of McCluskey and Sollozzo, falling action with Michael's hiding out in Sicily, and resolution with the killing of the heads of the other families. This narrative structure is a major motif in storytelling. Then there is the mob genre itself. The Godfather, of course, roots a quantity of its style in the characteristics of its respective genre. First, we need what the genre represents. It is a warp of the American dream that has money and power being showcased, but with a catch not for the faint of heart. Then, we are presented with visual content indicative of mob films across the board. There is the consistent money, guns, women, and police involvement. We see a thematic typicality with rivalry or competition existing in the other families vying for power. We experience a portrayal in Salvatore Tessio, while simultaneously there is a large call for loyalty inside the families. The power grab made by the protagonist occurs with Michael killing the other family heads to be the living only mob boss. The mob in question exists in New York City instead of something such as a small town. This and many more all come together to be visual and narrative prototypicalities that place The Godfather right in the heart of mob films. Why is this important? As Leymore was quoted above, the sense we as viewers make of the film is directly dependent on how it relates to genre as a whole. So by having these narrative and stylistic prototypicalities, we have a repetition of tropes that are native to the mind, and the medium of the film can become illusionary and start to feel real. A connection is made, and the film has the opportunity to be something special. Prototypicality in film is necessary to not destabilize the viewer too much. Chandler's article brings to light another point, that we may derive pleasure from observing how the conventions of the genre are manipulated. This manipulation takes place in a variety of ways. Things such as the use of the term The Godfather subtly implant a deeper meaning.
Godfather, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Corleone, Johnny's godfather. Do I have your loyalty?
Yes, always, Godfather.
Sure, Mike. I'll do anything for my Godfather. You know that.
The Godfather is sick, right? You're getting chased out of New York by Barzini and the other families.
Connie and Carla want you to be godfather to their little boy.
I've decided to be godfather to Connie's baby.
Who's your godfather?
I'm godfather to your son, Carla.
The mob family uses The Godfather as a term of respect and endearment, while Michael has it used on him in the literal context of being a godfather. While subtle in nature, this manipulation of the perception of loyalty in crime filmmaking is shifted to a perception of a genuine loyalty, like that of being of the same kin, and the concept of family hits closer to home for the viewer. Also, the prototypical crime protagonist plots end with the fall of that character. We see it in things such as Scarface, Thief, Reservoir Dogs, and much more. What is interesting with Michael Corleone is that he succeeds in what can be seen as a hero's journey. Michael has his call to the family in protecting his hospitalized father, and while he wants to refuse the call to join his family, he crosses the threshold in killing McCluskey and Sollozzo. He finds an ordeal with his first wife's death. He makes the road back by assuming control of the Corleone family, creates his resurrection with the other head family's deaths, and is acknowledged in the end as the Godfather. A hero's journey differentiates from the typical crime narrative, but after seeing Michael try to hold on to his values, only to be pushed into the crime family by tragedy, we, as the audience, desire to see his victory. This major narrative differentiation recontextualized how viewers may see mob films, where the criminals are empathized with and hope to see success. This deviation truly stretched the conventions of the genre and created for a different kind but great filmmaking.